What did your parents say to you as a kid that still affects you today? My mom had me when she was 14 and living in her car. I grew up watching her fight to give me a life she never had. She worked as a night janitor at the hospital, and I'd often tag along, sleeping on the chairs in empty waiting rooms while she mopped floors. The nurses knew us well. They'd sneak me juice boxes and graham crackers when their shifts ended. Every morning after work, Mom would take me to school. No matter how exhausted she was, she'd always fix my hair and clothes in the car, making sure I looked put together. "Never let them see you struggling," she'd whisper while adjusting my collar. We lived in a tiny studio apartment above a laundromat. The washing machines would shake our floor all day, but Mom somehow turned it into a game. "Free massages," she'd joke, making me laugh even on the hardest days. I remember one winter when our heat got cut off. Instead of telling me we couldn't afford it, she wrapped us in blankets and declared we were having an indoor camping adventure. We ate microwave s'mores and told ghost stories by flashlight. I didn't realize until years later that she was crying behind her smile. Mom never finished high school, but she made sure I understood the value of education. She'd sit with me every night after her shift, helping me with homework even though she was barely staying awake. "Your brain is your ticket out," she'd say, pointing to my textbooks. "Nobody can ever take away what you learn." When I was 12, I found her passed out in our bathroom. She'd been taking extra shifts at a diner, working 18-hour days. At the hospital, the doctor said she was severely malnourished. That's when I discovered she'd been skipping meals so I could eat. The night she came home from the hospital, she held my face in her hands and said something I'll never forget. "Listen to me carefully, baby. The world is going to try to break you down, make you feel small. But you're made of steel and starlight. Don't let anyone dim your shine." I got a full scholarship to college. The day I moved into my dorm, Mom helped me unpack, beaming with pride. But there was something different in her eyes, a deep exhaustion I'd never noticed before. 2 months into my freshman year, she stopped answering my calls. I rushed home to find her unconscious, surrounded by empty pill bottles. She was barely breathing when the ambulance arrived. In the hospital, they pumped her stomach and saved her life. When she finally opened her eyes, she broke down crying. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I'm just so tired of being strong." I dropped out of college and moved back home. Mom was furious when she found out. "Don't you dare throw away your future for me," she screamed. It was the first time I'd ever heard her raise her voice. That night, she sat me down and told me the truth. She'd been battling severe depression since she was 13. Having me gave her a reason to keep fighting, but the weight of pretending to be okay was crushing her. "You weren't just my daughter," she said, wiping tears from my cheeks. "You were the light that kept me going, but now it's time for you to shine on your own." I refused to leave her side until she agreed to get help. We found a therapist who worked on a sliding scale. Mom started taking medication. Slowly, I watched the real her emerge from behind the mask of constant strength she'd worn for so long.